We now have a pretty exciting introduction, some transitions between each section, and a really cool bridge section. But these instruments are the same. This is an exact repeat of the first section. So to finish this up, we're going to change those instruments around. So I'm going to add a track, and I'm going to change the instrument in that track to be something totally different. I did find this really cool rhythm partner patch. So if you install something like that, if you pick out a patch like that, you can just drag the keyboard part down and drop it in there. And you'll realize that you have a completely different sound now. So I'm totally keeping that. That's going to add a nice variety. And I can do a similar thing to the melody. So instead of replacing the instrument that plays the melody, I'm going to add to the instrument that plays the melody. So it's the same idea. I'm going to add a track. And I'm going to find another instrument to play the melody along with the synth that I chose in the beginning, which was the Berlin lead from the Synth Leads pack. So now, for this instrument, I'm going to choose this plucked lead sound. So I'm just going to copy the melody from both sections here, copy, and I'm going to bring my playhead down, and I'm going to paste it. So now I have these two new instruments. So here's the whole thing. This is all about adding a little bit of variation. So now I have this cool combination of these two instruments, a different chording instrument, and a whole bunch of effects in there. So I do have to, at the very end, do some panning and do some level mixing. We've got a lot of tracks here, so it's going to take some time to make sure that these are all balanced together. For example, just listening to my two melody instruments, I can see that that plucked instrument really makes the melody cut a little bit more. So another thing I'm going to do is pan this all the way to the, or a good deal to the right, and I'm going to pan this a good deal to the left. So now in the stereo field, I have a broader sounding melody. I'm also going to take those chords and I'm going to put those over to one side. And I'm going to take these sound effects, since I have two channels of sound effects, and move those over to one side, so not everything's in the middle. So I'm pretty happy with that. So for an ending, all I want to do is make each of these notes sound twice at the end instead of once. So I'm going to get in here into the MIDI editor for each track and find that ending note, and then I'm just going to make it sound short there, and then sound it one more time right here. I'm going to pull back the drums so that the drums stop. I'm going to slice that last bass note and do the exact same thing. Actually, since the bass has delay on it, I can just pull this region back, and it'll just make a little repeat for me. And I'm going to split all of those chords so that it just makes one impact, one nice strong chord at the end. Just going to pull all those back just so that the chords stop, and all I get at the end is the synths together playing the last note. All right, here's the big finish. For all these variations we've been adding to our piece, it is just as powerful to pull things out. For example, what if we decided to pull out the bass and the chords at the very end? Then, at measure 32, everything comes back in. Okay, before you submit your work, make sure that you let me listen to it. I hope you had fun with this project, and please enjoy your holiday break.